Alright, I know this is 5 days late, but we still never did the recycle hunt for the Earth Day party. And today is Thursday, April 27th, 2023. And that means it's time for the celebration of spring. Before we get into it though, here's the recycle hunt. I'll only reveal the location, since this is mainly about the celebration of spring. Here we go. There we go. Okay, this next one I'm actually gonna go grab because it's actually underwater. Nice. Alright, now all we need to do is recycle all of the following items into the machine as follows. There we go. We're done. Oh, and here's the other two items for the party if you're curious. The Earth Day banners for completing the recycle hunt. Alright, see you at the celebration of spring. Welcome to the celebration of spring. Woo! That's right, it is now 3 to 4 hours later. Actually, sorry, it is like almost 5 hours later. Holy frick. So it took me 5 hours to make this. Don't worry, there were a few breaks in between. Don't worry. If you're curious, as in tradition, there were a few breaks I did in between, obviously, to prevent burnout, of course. Let's get this done. Because holy frick, we got a lot to do. And just like the Legos Island one, oh my god, there might actually be even more items than that one. Well, first off, this is a 14-day event out rather than 5. So, with all that being said, let's jump into it. As you can see, this is decorated with a sign that says spring. You know, it's been kind of tradition over the last few events that we've always had a sign on the ground for some reason. Maybe this might be the last one. I don't know. It's just some kind of weird tradition we've been doing almost every single event ever since the Winter Lua. What the frick started that? I will never know. I will never know, man. Like, it all started, I think, with... No, wait a second. I think it was the 8th anniversary party for the original Solar Slab. Anyway, I'm getting too off topic. We got a lot to do in this. So yeah, because the sign was so big, I, had to stress this out a bit, as you can clearly see. Now, as you may notice, we have a ton of flowers all over the place, which is basically every single flower in this entire event overall, as you can clearly see. So that's something. That is something. With all that being said, and in mind, this is really cool. I've also shortened the fence here from the Earth Day party to make it feel a little more appropriate for an event like this. And the same can be said for this as well. By the way, this banner was literally made, like, literally right before recording this video. Just fun fact. Oh, wait, hold on just 1 second. That arrow is actually supposed to be pink. I just realized that now. There we go. That's more appropriate for something like this. But actually, I feel like changing this too. That is way better. There we go. Now it's all spring. Anyway, speaking of which, celebration of spring 2023 from April 27th to May 11th. Then, 2 weeks later, we have the Festival of Lights from May 25th to June 1st. Yes, it will be ending the day of LA Summer 2023, but I think I can get through that pretty quickly. Plus, I think that event's not going to be as gigantic as this. And don't worry, we didn't go absolutely stupid nuts. Okay, maybe on the outside we did, but once we get to the inside, then you'll see things get small. I'm actually not making that up, actually. So out here may look a little nuts, but again, when we get to the inside, you'll notice things get a little small. Anyway, the first item is located in the backyard, so we're gonna have to go there later to get that. But what are your thoughts on all this so far? I also put all these arches because, hey, they look pretty sweet. Anyway, yeah, I did that for like almost all these rooms practically, if you hadn't managed to notice. So far, at least. But yeah. Really, really cool. So I hope you guys love out here as well. It looks absolutely beautiful. And with all that being really said, oh yeah, this also looks pretty as well, as you could clearly see. Fun fact, did you know that this was originally just this fence? I changed it because I felt like it blended in too much. In which it really did, actually. Anyway, some of this is actually still here from the Earth Day party, similar to Legos Island, because it already looked cool anyway. Going inside, now you're gonna notice things are gonna start decreasing in decoration. Oh yeah, since this party is going on for 14 days, there are a lot of items, as I just previously addressed. And the only reason I started it so late in the month rather than like April 20th or something is because if we started it there and this went for 14 days in that length, it would end in like 7 days from now. And then we would have to wait 3 weeks for the Festival of Lights, which I only wanted to be 1 week because, I mean, 14-day Festival of Lights, that's a bit much. 1 week just sounds more appropriate for that. But that would give us literally 3 weeks of downtime. That's a long time to wait for something like lights or something. So I started this event a week later just to make up for that. Alright, we're not done here. But I will tell you though, this item, the Ozzy, is available on May 7th. And yes, there's Mr. Sheep respectively. With all that being said, we'll get out there in a minute. Anyway. Yep, the banners look cool. Like I just said, they were literally made right before recording this video. And by that I mean going into the celebration of spring part of the video. Anyway, that's it for the lab office really. Outside of that, like I said, there are practically these flower arches like everywhere. And there is Flower Sheep. Not much really changed in this room, considering it's already decorated for spring, ironically. And this item is available when week 2 begins, on May 4th. And because of this, the lever is up here, because you can't place these on leaves. Oh, actually, wait a second. That is actually the Earth Day banner that I forgot to actually show you properly. I greatly apologize. The other item that was available in the Earth Day party, hold on, assuming I can find it. It was the globe banner pattern. That was April 21st. So I thought I'd mention that real quick. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that because it is not the Earth Day party anymore. As of like 5 hours ago. But yeah. Yeah, that didn't really take that long to clean up. Maybe only like 30 minutes at best. The longest it took to clean up was, of course, the recycling plant, of course. I just had to blow that up. Yeah, this place didn't really need to change much for this party, considering the fact that it's already practically decorated in the first place. Hold on! That's better. We'll change it back to pink when the event's over on May 11th. And by that I mean the text, of course. We may keep the sign exactly the same, actually. Alright, now in actual seriousness, that's it for this room. What do you guys think? Since the roof elevator is, actually working, let's actually take advantage of it while it's actually working. Please work, please work, please fucking work. Yes! Seriously, it feels like that thing doesn't even work half the time. But it does today. I must be lucky for some dang reason. Seriously, it's just always pure luck at this point with that thing. And this is available on April 30th when the Zolzav free version of this party begins. Oh yeah, that could explain why these are following everywhere, because, yeah, I may have done that. Anyway, going up here, we also can find the Sunflower item, also available on April 30th. There are multiple items per day, like the Legos Island one. And sorry if I keep comparing it to that event, by the way. There's a lot of similarities. But there are hopefully a few key differences. There are some differences. For one, all the colored flowers are now together rather than separated on specific days. For example, the sunflower and this flower, which is, hold on, that would be a dandelion, on Legos Island, they are separated within, different rooms. But they are still on the same day, just separated into different rooms. This time, I decided to put all the flowers that are respectively to that color in the same room and have them available in the same room. So that's something. I guess something like this happened on Legos Island as well with the red flower, but outside of that, yeah, the rest of them got separated into different rooms. This time, they're all just together this time, whatever color they are. So that's one difference. Again, another difference is obviously the banner, so of course we don't copy and paste, obviously. That would actually be boring. And yes, I will take off that hat once we get to the backyard and get to that hat. And by the way, this day, I think this day, alongside, I think the May 1st, 3rd, 4th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, all are the only days with one item. Outside of that, the rest of these days have more than one item. Anyway, let's get out of here. Okay, Flower Sheep is no longer down here. Cool. And let's close that. There we go. Now let's go to the backyard itself. Okay, I was wondering where Flower Sheep was. Although, actually, no, now that I think about it. Why is she not outside in this actual event itself? Let's actually do that. This is stupid. Having her just in here. That is stupid. Having her in here. She should be enjoying the spring season. I mean, she's called Flower Sheep for a reason, god dang it. And there's flowers everywhere in this party. Yeah, let's let her enjoy the spring season. Of course, I will tie her up, so of course she doesn't get lost in the process. For the time being, though, we do have the backyard. Remember this? And the reason it does is because this is the exact same room from the anniversary party in January. The only difference is that we have an item here. The Spring 2023 hat. Let's pick it up and let's put it on. That is the spring hat for 2023. There we go. Get rid of that. I think that might have been from like Halloween or something. Or not. Either way, that is really cool. So that's the only difference with this room outside of course, the sign saying the respective events. I did promise there would be an item here back then in this room. And, well, I wasn't lying. Here it is. So, that's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, with all of that being said, this is a really cool room. And it is, again, the exact same room from the anniversary party. For the 8th anniversary party of Zola's Lab. So, at least you can be crediting me for that. Don't worry, that is the only room to be reused from a previous event. All the others are brand new, as you could have clearly told over the last, good, like, 12 minutes. Yeah, but over the last 12 minutes, you could clearly tell the rest of these are new. Technically, this is a new room, too, but technically it was already used in a previous event. But that was just to showcase it. This is the actual event now. Jumping down to the lab itself, the classic CL2 rooms are not decorated, but I do plan to decorate them again in the future. I mainly just brought them back for nostalgia. So yeah, here's the meeting room. This item is available on May 8th, and that is the flowering Ozzy. But yeah, there are spore blossoms everywhere, and before you ask, it is an item. Like Legos Island. But unlike Legos Island, it is available late in the event. In the last, 2 days of the event, specifically. Yep, it's available within the last 2 days of the event, which either means May 9th or 10th, respectively. And you'll see where that is later. Anyway, So that's pretty cool. So most of these rooms represent a certain item. For example, you may notice the hallway here represents the white flowers. And in that case, here are all 4 flowers that will be available on April 28th. So we're just 1 day shy from getting these items. Don't worry, in the next episode on May 4th, I will be coming back to this event, of course, to collect all of the respective week 1 items after April 27th. And then on May 11th, I will come back again. Actually, I'm going to start recording that video the night before the event goes down, and then continue it the day after. Similar to how I did it for the Earth Day party at the beginning of the video. But this time it was on the actual day of it ending. What I'll do there is I'll collect the rest of the items from week 2, respectively. And then showcase, of course, the catalog that day. Dang, why do we keep planning 14 days in advance? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That says the person who already planned basically the whole year. I'm just saying the truth. It is true, actually. Alright, now in actual seriousness, back to the tour so I don't keep getting distracted. We still got a lot of rooms to go through. And I mean a lot of rooms to go through. Yeah, this event's wild. But yep, this is available on May 1st. This is the only item in the orange flower. Hence why this is like the only flower you see here. Anyway, that is really cool. What are your guys' thoughts on all of this so far? And genuinely, with all that being said, that is really it for this room outside of all of that. Not much to really say. Wait a minute, did I add banners in here? If so, let me grab that for a second. Oh my god, I did not add a single banner in here. There we go, that fixes it. Yep, that fixes that problem immediately. What the frick? I don't know, it was just moving automatically for some reason. Alright, the next room I'm going to go to is the underground party room. Which is actually, I think, the last room I decorated prior to recording, fun fact, actually. Yep, this was actually the last room I decorated prior to recording this video. So, guys, as you can see, this is how it looks, and this is where the banner is available at. Which can explain why basically all the banners are here, practically. Because of that reason alone. The clothes shop is not decorated. The pool is also not decorated, except for the fact that I forgot to remove a certain something here. Outside of that, this room's not decorated. Oh yeah, hi DJ-Shape. Man, he should really get out more. That would be nice. Actually, I'm gonna fix that now. Why is he not in the party room? I'm gonna fix that now. You, get over here. Yeah, that's right, we're sending him back in here. He deserves to be in here. I mean, this is the underground party room after all, and he's in charge of the DJ. So let's get him back to its rightful job. Much better. Okay, I think we're good with this room. So, what are your guys' thoughts on all of this? It does look really, really cool, I'll admit. Actually, I'll put an extra banner there just for the heck of it. Actually, I can just get rid of both of those. Anyway, that is really cool. And that's really it for this entire room. There's not much else to really say outside of that. This truly looks like an amazing room. And down there is not decorated. So yeah, we can just leave this room practically immediately at this point. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the rest of this real quick. It it just looks really cool. And we will be back down here on week 2 because of course, obviously we got a lot of items to collect. Alright, moving on. Where are we going next? We're gonna go here since it's literally right next to here. this is available on May 5th, these two items respectively. Anyway, this room, on the other hand, as you can see, it has those two items respectively. By that I mean the flowers that are, right here. Yeah, you can clearly see this is purely decorated like this on purpose, which is always nice. So anyway, yep, this represents the pink flowers, and that is super cool. With all that being said, there's really no other reason to still be in here. Next up, actually, we're going to go over here since it's closer. Actually, technically the library is closer, but we'll go over here just because we need to get to the other side of the lab at some point. Good Lord, there's still a lot of stuff here from years ago. And now, diving into the dispenser. Wait, is that even plugged in to begin with? Yeah, it is. Just checking. Dang, that power source is good. Oh, right. These are available on May 2nd, which are all the red flowers, as you can clearly see here. So that's cool. Yep, those are all the red flowers that are available here. Actually, no, I feel like adding an extra one, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, it looks cool after all. Wait a second. We could do that, then... That! There we go. Actually, I'll do that as both. That actually looks cool. Never mind. There we go. That actually looks cool. I just feel like adding extra additions. It just looks so cool that way. But yeah, that's really cool. And that's really it for this room. Moving on, we got a lot of stuff. Actually, this could just be random flowers now that I think about it. Give me just one goddamn second. Like, this segment can just be all like random flowers. Give me just 1 second. Okay, that should be enough. Let me guess, I'm gonna be one flower short on it. No, holy frick, I actually got that right. Nice! There we go, that's what's needed. Ha! Got him. Oh yeah, there's Lapis Shit. Speaking of which, why is Water Shit not back in his dojo? Who knows, maybe by next time we'll have him. Anyway, here is the Zul's Lab 2 logo in the spring theme. Alongside all the spring bushes literally everywhere. That's really cool. Dang, they are really still stuck in there, aren't they? Give me just 1 second. Is that... Oh. Actually, I'm gonna be smart and actually pull them all out. I swear, that happens to be alternate universe, Blossom, I think. Hey, get over here. Sorry if that's making the tour longer. It's just, I did not think we would be getting into this situation. Oh, that's not good. Hey, you. Get over here. And you. Get over here. Actually, I want to do something, to prevent these guys from, actually getting in here. I have an idea, and I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Gates. So they don't get locked in here. Actually, that'll only be just for this room. Now, I don't know why I didn't think about doing that sooner, honestly, now that I think about it. Yeah, why didn't I do that sooner? See? Now they're not gonna get stuck anymore. Alright, moving on, we now have... Well, actually, the potion lab's not decorated. Oh, right, I can clear my inventory. We're almost actually done with the rooms. See, I told you there were going to be a lot of rooms in this party. On May 6th, these items will be available, such as the Allium and the Lilac. Yeah, the Lilac. Yep, those items will be available on May 6th. So that's really cool. And that's really, really awesome. So, anyway, outside of that, yep, that's why you can see purple flowers everywhere. Because, yep, that's exactly what flowers in here. Anyway, with all that being said, that is really cool. And that's really it for this room after all of that. But yeah, you can tell there's a lot of decorations here. The HQ, I wasn't originally planning on decorating this, but you know what? I needed somewhere to put the Spore Blossom item, and hey, there it is on May 9th. Yep, I told you it was going to be somewhere. Anyway, yeah, the HQ's decorated. Well, this is the HQ lobby. The actual HQ itself, on the other hand, is not decorated. I'm taking a break from decorating the HQ for a good while. I mean, there's not going to be a mission until August, so what's the point of decorating it for right now? Plus, we've done that a lot lately. In a lot more, recent events. So yeah, it's probably for the better that we take a break. Plus, these are already decorated right here always like this. So I didn't really need to go as nuts with this room. Anyway, let's move on. Next up is Snowland. Right here. Alright, yep, here is Snowland. All decorated for this party. Down here has absolutely nothing if you're clearly curious. Anyway. This is really cool. And yes, this is where all the blue flower items are available on April 29th. So literally just one day after those items, after the white items. The white flowers. Yep, literally just one day after. I didn't put the white ones in here because obviously it would blend in too much with all the snow. Anyway, that can clearly explain why I put the blue ones here. So they don't blend in with the snow, the white ones. Because I know that would happen. Like, they would blend in with the white ones. And you couldn't even tell half the time if they were even there if I did that. So I wanted to be smart and actually did that. Alright, now in actual seriousness, the forts are decorated like this, which is really cool. There are a ton of bushes literally everywhere, like a ton of flower bushes. Spore blossoms, like, literally everywhere in this party, if you haven't managed to tell. Like, seriously, they're freaking everywhere in this event. But yeah, now you know where the item is. So that's really cool. Anyway, with all that being said, that is really it for Snowland outside of all of that. We'll go up here for the heck of it, just to see how they look. They do actually look pretty beautiful, the forts. Yeah, the forts actually do look pretty beautiful for spring, despite it being over a month into spring already. Hey, if we hold this event again, we'll do it in the proper month. That it would have made the most sense. Actually, now that I think about it, was this the most appropriate month to do something like this? Yeah, it is. I just asked my mom it was the most appropriate month, and apparently, yeah, she said yes for that reason. So now, I think we are holding this in the right month. I hope. Anyway, so that's it for this room. Let's move on. The dojos are not decorated outside of the entrances. And, yeah, this part. Oh, and I guess I also broke this sign when, putting in this, because I accidentally misplaced it. I'll put that back. Anyway, none of the dojos are decorated, but the balcony is decorated, and this is where the last item in the entire event is. It is the only one not to be highlighted because it would be the Wither Rose. The last day of this event on Wednesday, May 10th. But yep, this is also the last room in the entire event, actually. So perfect timing. This is literally the last room in the whole event. Nice. Nice one on me. I also changed this cactus to this to make it look more beautiful. It'll be back after. Anyway. What are your guys' thoughts on all of this? It truly does look beautiful. Like, this whole event, in general, looks absolutely beautiful. I just truly love everything I did for this party. And with all that being said, that is it for the entire event in general. In terms of day one, of course, every single day of this event, items will unlock. So yeah, we'll come back in the next episode on May 4th to collect all the week 1 items and to start off the week 2 items. I don't know if there's going to be a week 2 update. If you have any ideas for a week 2 update, feel free to comment down below. But for right now, I don't have any ideas. But if you want to see a week 2 update for this, there will still be an update on there will still be an episode on May 4th regardless. Is there anything cool that I could possibly do for week 2? I'll leave that all up to you. With all that being said, I'll see you all in the next episode in general on May 4th for, of course, to kick off week 2 and see whatever week 2 update ideas you guys throw at me. With that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, guys. Oh boy. Dang, it's just me, or am I getting these videos out a whole lot earlier than usual? I think I finally found out what the problem was over the past 2 years. The reason why most of these videos in the past 2 years have come out on the wrong days because I've been making these events way too freaking big. Before you ask, I've seriously found that out a long time ago. Trust me. I didn't only just find out about that now. But now I'm starting to remind myself. Yeah, it's crazy that it took me until this year to finally realize that. What the frick is wrong with me in the last 2 years without realizing? And you know what? Because I'm nice like that, I will let her freely enjoy the spring event. Go on, Flower Sheep. Enjoy the events. And we will too. See you next week.